It's finally Friday.
It's Friday, Friday.
Thank God it's
All right, welcome back to the Friday Show. I'm Scott Jagow in the boring old studio, while Ray Paulick is obviously in Southern California with the palm trees and the sunshine. Dare I ask how Del Mar is?
I have no complaints at all.
Yeah.
75, sunny, SPF 35. The meeting opened yesterday. They've got the new dirt track replacing poly track. We'll have to see how that plays. But in July and August, for me, there's no better place to be than Del Mar.
We have a special competition to talk about later in the show. But first, Ray, let's get into this attrition that's happening at the top level of the game. If you look at the NTRA media poll, top 10, 3 out of the current top 6 are out of competition, and Main Sequence has been in that top 5 or 6 all year, so that's a 4th out of 6 that are out of competition. What's going on?
Well, it's just a run of really, really bad luck. I don't ever recall a 48-hour period like we had earlier this week with the news about California Chrome, then Lady Eli, then Main Sequence. I mean, it's bad luck. Horses are fragile. We have much better diagnostics today than ever before, and when horses are diagnosed with a problem, you've got to stop on them. It's really a shame because we have all these new people that are interested in the sport as a result of American Pharoah.
Well, thank goodness for American Pharoah, because at the beginning of the year, we talked about on the show over the winter how great the older division was going to be with Shared Belief versus California Chrome and Bayern and some of these top turf horses, and it's all really fizzled. Do we place it all at the feet of bad luck, or is there something of a new reality here where we just have to look at the drugs in the game and the impact of Lasix and the commercial breeding that may cause soundness issues? Or are we just, it's all luck?
Well, I don't think this is anything new. Horses have always had injury problems. I go back to 1990. One of the great rivalries of my racing lifetime was Sunday Silence and Easy Goer, who competed in the 1989 Triple Crown. The good news after that was they were both going to race as 4-year-olds, and it never materialized because they both got injured midway through the year. These kind of injuries obviously didn't start in 2015. It's been around for a long time, but this was a really run of bad luck.
Well, let's talk about one of those horses on that list, specifically California Chrome.
And Prince Bishop wins the 20th Dubai World Cup. Prince Bishop has beaten California Chrome.
Well, big news this week, Ray, with TaylorMade purchasing Steve Coburn's minority stake in California Chrome. There's been a lot of criticism about the management of this horse. Personally, for me, he could have stayed stateside, but I didn't have a big problem with Dubai because that's a $10 million race, and it wasn't a great field. He got second, which is a lot of money. I mean, it was an 8-year-old gelding that won the race. But after that, I start having problems with what happened to Chrome. Where do you come down on it?
I don't like to criticize owners. They are the ones, after all, that pay the bills in horse racing. But in this case, California Chrome paid the bills. He won a lot of money for the partnership, racing from 2 until the Dubai World Cup in the spring. They should have brought him home after that race, rest him up for a summer and fall campaign, but they had this crazy idea to go to Royal Ascot and then go to the Arlington Million. I think both were mistakes.
Yeah, now we're not going to get to see him in the Million either because of the injury. Do you think we'll ever see him on the racetrack again?
Short answer, no. I don't think we'll see him run again.
What do you think? We have a poll question about this on our website. Do you think California Chrome will ever race again? And away they go, as Trevor likes to say. Del Mar is underway. Saratoga starts in about a week. And we have a special competition lined up this summer with the ExpressBet Weekend Bankroll. It's called the Summer Challenge, and it pits Team Paulick against Team ExpressBet through the Del Mar and Saratoga meets. Joining me now is Dustin Fabian at the headquarters of ExpressBet just outside Pittsburgh. Dustin, thanks so much for joining me, but let's get the pleasantries out of the way. It is on, and Ray has been talking a lot of smack. I don't know if you've heard.
I have definitely heard, and I know Ray has a trick or two up his sleeve, but he has no idea what's in store for him this summer.
He says you're a fine youngster, but he's been going to Del Mar longer than you've been on the planet Earth. That's his quote. I think he's putting on suntan lotion right now. We'll have him back here in a few minutes. But you got anything up your sleeve?
We have a lot up our sleeve here. Besides myself, we've got a bit of a ringer in Johnny DeSantis. As Ray knows, he's going to bring it. And Johnny D doesn't take any prisoners at the windows, so Ray's going to have to look out.
All right. I will relay the message. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be competitive. We're looking forward to it. We'll hope you will follow it throughout the summer. The ExpressBet Weekend Bankroll Summer Challenge. Dustin, thanks so much for joining us, and let's get it on.
Amen to that.
Where the turf meets the surf at Del Mar.
All right, Ray, you've got your suntan lotion on. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Are you up to the challenge?
Am I up to the challenge? Of course I am. The poor guy won't know what hit him. It's a good thing he's got, Johnny D and some other folks to back him up, because if it was you and me against Dustin, the poor guy would have no chance.
I agree. It's going to be fun. That's going to do it for this edition of the Friday Show. Enjoy the weather out there, Ray. We'll see you next week.